And it started off as just a blog, and I was kind of just writing about animal issues and raising awareness that way. And we started researching more, and then I found out about puppy mills, and I had no idea that puppy mills were even a thing or how bad the problem was. And so when I realized that Iowa was the second worst state in the entire country, I kind of realized that I just couldn't sit by anymore. And so I started writing even more, and I started reaching out to people, and we started doing educational events. And when I went to my local pet store, which is Divik's Pet Shop, we realized that they were selling puppies from 2 puppy mills. When we talked to him and he wasn't willing to stop selling puppies, we started protesting.
He had had 3 pet stores. He had used the same 2 puppy mills for years. And these 2 puppy mills each had over 500 adult breeding dogs. And he was telling the public that the puppies were coming from small local family breeders, because it's not illegal for pet stores to lie to you. It's not illegal for breeders to lie to you. You know, it's their business practice, it's their morals and ethics, but they do not have to be honest.
There are some breeders that do a great job. They are doing it to better the breed, or to at least have litters that meet the breed standards, so they're not overbreeding. They're very selective on which dogs they put together. But there are ones that do it for a quick buck. Those dogs are usually not cared for well. They'll be in very small kennels. A lot of times they don't have a flat floor, so they just have a wire floor. They don't get out to be able to potty or run. They don't have human companionship. Sometimes aren't fed well, aren't groomed. They're really just used to make a profit.
Dogs are meant to be social and be with their family, and those dogs are just stuck there.
When money becomes involved, concern for the animal goes right out the door. Plus, a dog should never be put in a cage with no love. I actually have a puppy mill dog from in here that was adopted, and purchased, and the people couldn't keep it, and I adopted it, didn't pay any money. And he would rather have love than eat, is what I always say. And then that's one reason big time why I come, is because I know his parents are locked into the puppy mill. It just kills me.
Dudley here is a 6-year-old breeder release. He's actually won a release from one of the horrible 100s here in Missouri. He came to me with no teeth. He had lost his teeth at age 3. And he flat out decided he didn't want to leave, so he's my dog. And he comes associated with a lot of health issues. He's prone to ear infections, severe ear infections. He also has luxating patellas. The luxating patellas are very common, as well as the teeth issues. It's not uncommon for a lot of puppy mill dogs to come with rotted teeth, rotted jaws, and have a lot of mouth issues.
We have received some dogs that came from puppy mills. Usually a lot of health problems, a lot of behavioral issues, and so they take a lot of extra work, not only to get adopted, but after adoption. They just take a lot of time and care to be a good home pet.
Everybody thinks puppy mills are illegal, but these are USDA and state licensed breeding facilities, and the minimum standard of care is little Dudley needs 6 inches above his head and 6 inches above his tailbone, and he can live like that his entire life. And that's legal. That's not me saying that because I hate puppy mills. That is what the USDA says is okay for little Dudley.
Today we are getting probably about a dozen dogs that were in shelters down south where there's so many dogs and so few adoptions that the dogs may have been facing euthanasia, and for no reason. And so we are able to bring those dogs here because we have more people who want to adopt than dogs. So we bring them up here and we're able to put them up for adoption and get them into homes really quickly. So it's kind of being able to save dogs that are in our local area, but then also being able to reach out further to save more. One of the things that's been hard for shelters is that a lot of people are making a quick buck by selling their pets over the internet. It is a great thing for an animal to go from a home to a home, but a lot of times I don't think that there's a lot of interest in really knowing who's adopting, or is the animal going to be fixed and not continue to have unwanted litters and things like that.
Now that more people are becoming aware of pet stores and the connection to puppy mills, now they're going online and they're like, puppies in Missouri or puppies for sale in Kansas. And then what pops up? The most websites with the most hits. So those websites with the most hits are the puppy mills that have thousands of dogs that are always having puppies for sale that they can constantly be selling to the public. So it's never the good guys that you're seeing first. It's always the puppy mills. There's one breeder in Iowa, he's down here, this little black dot, that means he has over 500 adult dogs. Really? He has 957 adult breeding dogs on his property. 957. Now we all probably have a dog or two or cats. I have 4 black labs, and I can tell you how much energy it takes to take care of 4 black labs who need walked and loved and fed healthy food all the time. He is not giving those 1,000 adult breeding dogs the care they need. And this man, his name is Steve Cruzy, makes almost $3 million a year selling puppies to pet stores in Florida.
On average, it costs about $250 to get one of our animals from being admitted to being adopted. That includes the direct care that we provide, and it does not include things like utilities and some of the fixed costs that we would have. It doesn't include management, and so it takes a lot. Every animal is spayed or neutered prior to adoption. We have them up to date on vaccinations, and if they come in ill or injured or become ill while they're here, we treat them. So it's really expensive. The adoption fees don't come anywhere close to covering the expenses that we invest in the animal, but that's why we are supported generously by the community, and it helps meet our mission of getting those animals into homes.
When he came, he was yellow. He wasn't white, like a Maltese should be. And it took several baths and several groomings to even get him white. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We've had dogs come in with broken legs and tumors and just really horrible, horrible conditions that we've had to fork out thousands upon thousands of dollars to even get them back to health. The Animal Care Act, the Animal Welfare Act has already, that budget's been cut. So breeders can now go back to doing business as usual before Proposition B was passed.
For the most part, pet stores are buying puppies for $50 or $100 a piece. If you walked into a Petland lately, those puppies are being sold for $2,000 a piece. So Petland is making an insane markup, and then what happens if the dogs get older and older and older? They can knock off the price if the puppies aren't selling. So it looks like a great deal for you. You're getting 50% off on a puppy, but they're still making $1,000 on that puppy. But you are saving $1,000.
I always say that I fall in love once a week. And it took me a while to not want to take all of them home and to just find the joy in having them go home with a great family. But volunteers have the same thing. They may come in and see somebody that sparks their interest right away, or sometimes we'll have animals that are here a little bit longer and has special needs, and so one volunteer will work with them every day or every other day, and a lot of times they just can't help. They just can't help it, and they take them home and adopt them. And it also is great for people to know that it's a really positive experience, so others will want to do it too. And so just sharing the word and asking questions if you have them. The education and sharing of knowledge is huge, because that also gets people in a different way.